He did deliver. I think that what stands out most to me is you have to imagine when you're not with a team and you're trying to like get back in the league, what you have to do physically to come out and play 34 minutes. And I sent him straight to the ice tub afterwards. We congratulated him and then sent him to the recovery room. But I feel what he did tonight was unique. It was special. He's good people, and I'm thrilled that, you know, he had the opportunity and delivered like he did.
Do you feel like Joel is getting his just due in the MVP conversation right now? Because come out against James Harden, who's having a spectacular run here, and just dominate the floor.
I mean, all you really have to do, in my eyes, is look what happens when we don't have him. And look at some of the first halves that he has produced that has forced opposition coaches to make incredible adjustments in the second half. And I think that, in my eyes, it's not even close. He should be in these types of conversations. And I think, more importantly, his leadership and his sort of growth, recognizing the responsibility that he has with this city, with this program, and professional disposition and professional approach to practice and shoot around and film session has been at the best he's ever been for me in 2019. And he's, you take all that and then you say, Andy's doing this on the court. So that MVP thing expands in my eyes to many, many different areas that he's getting better and is as valuable as you're saying.
Is part of that leadership growth playing on a night where it's a coin flip with whether it's a good idea or not?
I think it's a part of it, Bob, but it pales, in my eyes, it pales in comparison to what I've been with him now for 5 years. And the growth that he has shown through 2 naviculars, gaining weight, unsure if he's going to play. We sent him to the Middle East to find ways to recover and have him come back and, you know, be rewarded with a contract, to be in an MVP, I think, conversation. His progression from, you know, back then to now is incredible. And I am just so proud of his leadership in the areas that I just said, as much as I appreciate him gutsing something out. That is true, but it's the overall growth and the leadership especially that interests me the most.
Out of everything that Corey did tonight, what did you like the most because of the way that it best complemented the system?
He had some tenacity. There was swagger there. I thought he helped set the table of a very aggressive defensive disposition. James saw a bunch of different looks. We hit him late. We hit him early. You know, we denied him the ball as much as we could. You saw TJ and Corey be the primary sort of harass type guys, but he, you know, was switching. There were some other people on him. And I think just Corey just set the stage. He set the table that spilt over with a pretty solid 48-minute performance defensively on him. For him to come in with 8 free throws in itself is a good accomplishment.
Corey Brewer aside, just what impressed you most as a team coming out? No Jimmy Butler. This is a very good Rockets team. Did you guys handle it from start to finish?
I feel that the spirit of the team is pointing completely in the direction that we want, that I want. You know, everybody talked about, you know, how about this schedule and, you know, the fragility, if you will, of can they withstand it. And I came right back to everybody here and said, yep, you're right. The schedule is tough and we will be tested. And what will be tested first is character and, you know, the strength of leadership in the locker room. It's the thing that interests me more than, you know, a special player or a special way to guard James Harden. It's bigger than that. And I like the vibe in the locker room. I really liked the vibe. I saw a stung team after that Oklahoma City loss that they didn't like it. They didn't like it at all. And, you know, you could see retribution in the Minnesota game after disappointing losses to Washington and Atlanta. And how are you going to back it up? How do you respond? And I thought that they were great. Keep it down over there.
Coach, was Corey your bell ringer tonight? And assigning him to James Harden is a big decision. What gave you the inclination that he was going to be so feisty and a pain in the you-know-what to Harden?
He was not our bell. He was our spiritual bell ringer. Joel ended up ringing the bell for the reasons that we all saw and know. But I think Corey, you know, he's good people. He's high character. We've given him opportunity. And it was just gut feel. If there was any time, in my eyes, it was now. Jimmy wasn't playing. You brought him in for a reason. And so why not? Like, this is what he's built for. And the thing, as I mentioned earlier, that I'm most impressed about is he could sustain an energy level having not played NBA basketball and to perform for 34 minutes. And I tried to use timeouts at the end to just get him through it. That's incredibly impressive. It's reflective of what he must have done physically prior to arriving here.
Was Jimmy in the building for tonight's game?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he was great. He's in the locker room, first one to greet the team coming through the door. Well and truly, you know, in the celebration mixed amongst, as I said, I think a growing team.
Joel only took one three-pointer tonight, 17 free throws. Obviously, Houston was a little depleted in the front court, but good to see that commitment from him to get down low and not sort of mess around on the perimeter there.
I mean, part of the whole game plan was to take Ben and Joe, and we said it. I'll play smash mouth basketball. We'll go down low all day, every day, and I thought that we did a good job of doing it. You look at 56 points in the paint. You know, you look at just sort of that fact and stat all by itself. We had an advantage. We had a difference maker. We had something we felt we wanted to tap into, and I thought we did a pretty good job of doing that.
You guys were pretty physical all night, not just on Harden. Was that part of the game plan?
I mean, it's what you want to try to do every night. You can't always do it. 82 games doesn't let you do it to the level that you want to do it, but that's the spirit, and I think the tenacity and showing James multiple looks, really trying to make his life miserable and not let him get his touches was part of the game plan. We love playing at home. Somebody told me we have the best home record since 1989 at 20 and whatever we are, I think 20-5. And we love playing at home. The crowd's great, and we want it to be physical to win the game. And, you know, it's Philadelphia. This is how we want to play. This is how we play defense.
Ben, what did you think about Corey tonight?
I think he was huge. Being a pest, his energy was great. You know, ever since he's got with our team, I think he's just been great. His energy has been great. He's been a good teammate, good person, and we've loved having him around. So he's been tremendous.
What do you like about having him on the court with you?
Communication is always key when you're playing defense, and I think he's one of those guys who's always talking. He's always positive, and his energy level is always up there, you know, from what I've seen so far.
What do you see as the biggest factor as to why you guys were able to so easily handle Houston tonight?
I think in terms of defense, I think the way we are able to match up on teams is different. We're able to switch a lot of things. We have a lot of athleticism on the floor at, you know, most times down the floor. But I think just everyone was locked in, and no one really, you know, got sidetracked into how many points James had. Shout out to Amir. But it was never about, you know, how many, you know he's going to get his points and have a lot of points, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, it's, you know, how you defend the whole team.
Joel, you had the hot hand going in that first half. Just talk about what was going good for you in that first or second quarter.
Just me being aggressive. I mean, coming into the game, I knew that went down on big man, I guess, and I just knew that, especially with Jimmy I had to be a little extra aggressive, and I had it going.
What did you think of Corey standing over Harden when he was was on the ground?
Oh, Corey was great. You need that type of guy on the team. That's why we've been trying to figure it out. Just learning how to play with each other. You need that type of guy that's gonna come out and be like, okay, I'm gonna take out the best player on the other team, and I felt like he did a pretty good job. I mean, James had 37 on 26 shots, so I felt like he did a pretty good job on him tonight. And you need that type of guy that's just gonna take one for the team and just fight and do his best.
You seem like you were more content to maybe as a team let James have his baskets and not let anybody else try to beat you. And once you got that defense going, you never let up on them. Just think about overall as a team how you guys played against them and never let up tonight.
Our defense was great, especially in that third quarter. I think they only had 13 points, so did a pretty good job. So we got to keep building on that and get better. But it was good to see.
Extra fire in this one just because of what happened in the prior game against OKC? No, I mean, we want to win every game, and this we know was hurtful for a lot of reasons, and we needed this one.
You and Harden could both be the extra motivation on your part going up against a guy like that.
No, I mean, I do whatever my team needs me to do, and that's score the ball, be the best defensive player in the league, and be a playmaker. And all I care about is winning. And if MVP comes with it, great. But right now we're looking to win a lot of games, and we're doing.
Backfield.
It's still tight, but it's getting better. Every game I've been feeling a little better. Usually after the game it's pretty tight, but I'm about to get some treatment and I'll be fine.
There's a lot of debate about whether or not you should be playing as much as you are with the back. What's your reaction to that, and do you think it's overblown?
I mean, that's just general soreness, I guess. It's nothing. It's just tight. Everybody has that. There's nothing wrong with it, and that's something I can play through. I know there's really nothing on the line, but I don't feel like letting my teammates down, and I want to fight with them. And this stretch is really important for us. We need as many wins as we can get. So whatever I have to do, I'll do for my team.
Corey, you took the charge, you took the lead defensively against a guy like James. Just talk about what you were trying to do, what you wanted to do, and how you were able to accomplish it tonight.
I just wanted to be aggressive, and everything you got, I wanted to make it tough. So I wanted to be in front of him, stay in front of him, and make him shoot over the top. Because if he's not getting his teammates involved, we had a chance to win. And that's what happened tonight. He only had 3 assists, and that's a job well done.
It seemed like as a whole, your focus was to just let him have his shots and not let anybody else get in there. Is that the strategy against a guy like him? Can't let him be the load barrier, not let anybody else get involved?
Yeah, of course. You want to make him work for everything, try to get him tired, and not let other guys get involved. Because when he's going to the basket, throwing to the corner, they're making threes. That's how they win games.
Corey, a few days ago you were signed to a 10-day contract, and then today you're told that you're going to be starting and guarding James Harden. Just what was your reaction when Brett said that?
I was happy. I get to play basketball. I've been sitting at home playing with my kid. I've been playing superheroes every day, so I was really happy to get to play basketball. So I'm a competitor. I love when I get to have a matchup like James Harden. That's great. Let's go.
When's the last time you've had the entire arena chanting your name in unison?
I have no idea. It's happened a few times. Hey, I've been in the NBA for a while. I've had some good games. So.
Hero status now just for that, right?
Hey, it's Philly, man. They hate you or love you, so I'm glad they're on my side right now.
Corey, what went into your game preparation that you've been here for all of 5 seconds, and then you were able to jump in the way that you were tonight?
Just be me. What I do is I play hard, I bring energy, and I do whatever it takes to win games. I got a guy like this, hey, make him go to the basket. He doesn't want to go finish against Joel Embiid.
How did it feel to play the role of agitator against James Harden?
Feels great. Hey, do whatever I got to do to get a win. If it's take a charge, if it's deny him the ball, that's what I did.
The cameras got to you chirping on the back and forth a little bit on a foul line, I think, on one of the plays. And When you get into a verbal joust like that with him, how fun is something like that, and just try and get him off his game?
It's great. That's the whole point of basketball. If you're a competitor, you want to get a guy off his game. If it's make him take a shot he doesn't want to take, or hey, get in his head a little bit, it worked.
You've been on some good teams. What is your initial impression of these guys?
It's great. I love these guys. You know, I fit right in. I feel, you know, we got everything. You know, you got a guy like Jimmy, a guy like Ben. You got this guy over here. Hey, everybody else, we just got to fit in. It's all about trying to get to the next level, and that's getting to the finals.
Corey, how did you stay basketball ready while you waited for this opportunity?
Work out. Hey, that's all I do. I love basketball. No matter if I'm playing in the rec league or if I'm playing in the NBA. Hey, that's what I do, play basketball.
Joe, even though you and James are obviously in different positions, but when you trade baskets like that back and forth on national TV, how fun of a matchup like that is when you guys are going back and forth like that?
It was fun. I mean, we beat them by 30, so it was really fun for us. I don't think it was fun for them, but you know, he's a great player. Obviously, he can do a lot of stuff on the court. Have a lot of respect for him, but you know, the way they play, you know, you just gotta key on him and make sure that you know, you got guys like Corey that's gonna get into him and get him tired, and you know, yeah, he plays a huge role, especially you know, if the game was close and we were getting to I don't know, fourth quarter, you know, and then that's where you tired him a lot, and that's what they did, and you know, you just gotta keep doing it. But it's fun. I love playing against, you know, guys that you guys might say that they are better than me, so just to prove you guys that no, they're not, but it's fun to me.
Last one on the play where you and James picked up the technicals.
I mean, I was just walking back to my basket, and I think he pushed my leg, and naturally, I'm gonna react, and I did, and we both got technical fouls, and we move on, but it's just nothing going on, and it was just to me, I'm having fun. I'm always having fun, and a lot of guys take it seriously, especially when it comes to that. You know, we just had one guy last game that was acting crazy, but it's fun to me. I love it.